Today I'm going to be talking about why singular they them pronouns are awesome.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
What we have learned is that people who speak different languages do indeed think differently, and that even flukes of grammar can profoundly affect the way we see the world. Research teams at Stanford University and MIT, led by Lera Boroditsky, have made some amazing discoveries. I would recommend reading both of these articles, linked in the description below, especially if you're a linguist nerd like me. I find them fascinating, especially how the Cook Thayor language group of Australia has used language to greatly enhance their navigational skills. By using cardinal directions, so north, south, east and west, instead of right, left, forwards and backwards, they have been able to perform navigational feats previously thought beyond human capacity. The part that I felt relevant to this topic though, was about how grammatical gender in languages such as German and Spanish can greatly affect a speaker's conceptualization of inanimate objects. I'm gonna read this entire quote because I think it's incredibly relevant and important. In one study, we asked German and Spanish speakers to describe objects having opposite gender assignment in those two languages. The descriptions they gave differed in a way predicted by grammatical gender. For example, when asked to describe a key, a word that is masculine in German and feminine in Spanish, the German speakers were more likely to use words like hard, heavy, jagged, metal, serrated, and useful, whereas Spanish speakers were more likely to say golden, intricate, little, lovely, shiny, and tiny. To describe a bridge, which is feminine in German and masculine in Spanish, the German speakers said beautiful, elegant, fragile, peaceful, pretty, and slender. The Spanish speakers said big, dangerous, long, strong, sturdy, and towering. This was true even though all the testing was done in English, a language without grammatical gender. I believe that this quote is the strongest argument for singular they them pronouns. Consider this. While referring to a person in English with gendered pronouns, does it not seem conceivable, probable even, that the speaker will be connecting the feminine and the masculine with the pronouns of the human of whom they were talking? We know that women can be masculine and men can be feminine, but we also know objectively that keys and bridges are inanimate objects and therefore do not engage in gender presentation or gender roles. Yet this seems to still affect the speaker's conceptualization of these inanimate objects. Since we as English speakers are continually forced to describe a person's gender through pronouns, and the words she, her are considered feminine pronouns and the words he, him are considered masculine pronouns, we continue to reinscribe masculine and feminine traits, roles and demeanors onto individual humans. I believe that referring to people with they them pronouns has the effect of intentionally not putting their gender at the forefront of every interaction. Just as the Cook Thayor are extra hyper-aware of compass direction in their day-to-day lives, English speakers are made to be hyper-aware of a person's gender in order to have simple linguistic interactions with them. I think singular they pronouns are our best way to change that. We can't pretend that we as queer people are immune from the linguistic effects of our language. I love singular they pronouns. The more the merrier, I say. If you're a cis person or a binary trans person or a gender questioning or gender non-conforming and you want to use they them pronouns, go for it. You're not co-opting any minority group's existence. You're helping to change a language and therefore the cognitive process of the ways that people think about gender. In this video, I'm not suggesting that we all go around using they them pronouns for everyone. We should respect people's pronoun preferences. This video is advocating for people to use they them pronouns when asked to without question, and for people who are wondering if they them pronouns are right for them, give it a go. Languages change, often slowly and unguided, but sometimes rapidly and by design.